Well, you have released 7 albums now. If you look back on all the albums, can you? Well, we can discuss every album in detail, I know, but your quick thoughts on the albums? 94, Burn My Eyes, 3 years after you formed the band. What are your thoughts on Burn My Eyes?
I'm particularly proud of that one, just because it was a starving group of kids that kicked the door of the music business open, basically, and we're not starving anymore.
But that was actually the first time that you could make money out of the band?
Not much, but I didn't have to sit around hustling,
Yeah. And music-wise, any songs that you like more than others on the album?
I look at those as a period of time. What they meant to me back then is different than what they mean to me now. I mean, we've played Old and Davidian probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,100 times, and it's just kind of taken on kind of a karaoke feel, and it's not the same as it was when we wrote it. It's just a lot. It's really far removed at this point.
3 years later, the more things changed. 97.
That was a beginning of a lesson that we needed to learn. That was we didn't know what to do. We had so much success on the first record. We weren't really sure. I mean, we could write songs, but we didn't know what exactly we were going to be able to to do as far as expanding on what we'd already done. And we kind of wrote songs in the same vein as the first record, instead of just writing songs for the entertainment, because I mean that's what we did in the first place. And so if you write songs if you write new material and it's a complete departure from where you were at, people say, oh, I like the other thing better. And if you do things that are too similar, oh, that just sounds like more of the same. So you really got to just march to your own drummer and just see where it takes you. I mean, really good example of that's a band like Metallica. They do whatever the fuck they want, and sometimes you like it and sometimes you don't, but they don't make any fucking apologies for it. This is what we wanted to do. And it's a lot of it's completely different, but it's entertaining to them. And that's the most important thing as a musician. You need to have something that works for you, that makes you feel that thing. Because if it doesn't make you feel it, is anybody gonna feel it?
When did you learn this lesson? Because you said, well, there was a starting point of a lesson that we had to learn.
Well, yeah. Then we moved on to
Burning Red.
The Burning Red, and we started to analyze, what we thought the music buying public wanted, and so we decided to actively strip down songs and make them more simple, and the thought behind it can be felt in the music. I mean, people still love that record, but I think that there was too much thinking and too much trying to figure out what was gonna sell, and so we did that. Everybody called us sellouts, this and that, and and I don't have a problem being called a sellout. I don't give a shit. Fucking, you can call me whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up and look at me in the mirror, not you. So so we went on to after that we did the
Supercharger.
We did Supercharger, and we were in huge debt with the record label, and they started making suggestions to what they wanted us to do, and when you owe somebody that much money,
how much was it?
It was a lot. It was a lot. Just leave it at that. But when you owe somebody that much money, you tend to try and appease them, what they want, their ideas. So we did that, and it, you know, we put out the single, which was called Crashing Around You, and then like just a few days later, fucking World Trade Centers came down, and you do the math. They're not gonna fucking sell that one, you know, so that record got shelved right away. And then, you know, they started talking about dropping us. And so, you know, the reality of it was, it looks like we could possibly not be able to do this anymore. Maybe we're not gonna, you know, maybe we're not gonna fucking play our instruments for a living anymore. Maybe this is the fucking end. We got one last chance to make a record right here, right now. So, what are we gonna do? If that's the way it's gonna be, you know, let's fucking go out the way we came in. Flying our middle finger flag as high as we can get it. Fuck you. That's the last thing you're gonna see from us, you know? And, you know, that was through the ashes of empires. And of course, when we started to write music with that kind of attitude and that kind of reckless abandon, of course it fucking reacted, you know? So that was the big lesson I was talking about. You know, it took several years and several albums for us to learn that one. But, you know, the essence of great music is just going along for the ride with the songs.